Thank you for your interest in the Municipal League of King County. This presentation will explain the Candidate Evaluation Committee and their rating process. We will explain that from the viewpoint of two participants. The first is the candidate who's running for office in King County. The second is a volunteer candidate investigator. So in June, the candidate files their intent to run for office with the Washington State Secretary of State. In 2010, that deadline is June 11th. The Municipal League asks concurrently that the candidate submit a questionnaire to the Muni League. This questionnaire asks for some basic information: why they are running for office. It asks them to describe their personal characteristics as they relate to the office that they are seeking. It asks them to describe 1 to 3 accomplishments that they're most proud of. We ask for information about current and past activities that they are involved in within their community. It also asks them to describe the duties of the office that they are seeking and provide some background information on their previous work experience and education. The Municipal League also asks for 3 primary references. This is where the volunteer candidate investigator's job begins. The candidate investigator, or CI, will call those primary references. All information provided by the references is confidential. They also ask those references for any secondary references, and they also find other secondary references through the information that the candidate provides and from other information sources that are publicly available. They call those secondary references. Once again, the information that they provide is confidential. Other sources of information that the CI might use are web searches, the Washington State Public Disclosure Commission, which provides information on campaign contributions and previous runs for office, and also previous candidate questionnaires that the candidate may have filled out. The criteria for evaluation are character, knowledge, involvement within the community, and effectiveness within the office that they are seeking. The candidate is not rated on their policy positions or on a partisan basis. The candidate investigator then writes a report based on the information that they have found, focusing on those 4 criteria for the ratings: character, knowledge, involvement, and effectiveness. This is where the committee process begins. A committee consists of between 12 to 18 volunteers who meet to interview the candidates. At the beginning of each interview, a CI, or candidate investigator, will present their report on the candidate that the committee is interviewing. This lasts for about 10 minutes. The report does not contain. The committee then selects questions from a predetermined list of questions to ask the candidate. These questions focus on the 4 criteria: character, knowledge, involvement, and effectiveness. The candidate interview lasts for 20 minutes. We offer the candidate 2 minutes to provide an opening statement and then ask those pre-selected questions. We give a minute or so for the candidate to sum things up at the end of the interview. After the interview is over, the committee then discusses the interview and the candidate investigator's report. Everyone is given an opportunity to speak. The committee then completes an initial ratings ballot, rating the candidate either outstanding, very good, good, adequate, or not qualified. The ballot is secret, and this is not the final rating, just the initial rating. The committee then continues their interviews, rating all other candidates within that race and candidates from other races. They interview approximately 3 candidates a night for 8 nights over 2 weeks. Once all of those interviews are completed, the committee gets together to conduct a final review. The ratings are averaged, and the high and low ratings are dropped. Any of these preliminary ratings can be changed, so the committee then discusses each rating to come to final ratings for all candidates. Candidates are not compared directly against each other, and more than one candidate in any given race can receive the same rating. This is where the Board of Trustees of the Municipal League comes in. The board is a group of knowledgeable and engaged citizens from throughout King County. They are responsible for providing the ultimate oversight of the ratings process. They review and approve each rating given by the Municipal League. The Candidate Evaluation Committee meets with the board and presents each rating for them to review and approve. This is largely a volunteer-driven process. There are 5 to 6 committees of between 12 and 18 people that rate approximately 24 candidates for each committee. This is between 100 and 140 candidates a year. Once that is all done, the league issues their ratings: outstanding, very good, good, adequate, and not qualified for those 140 candidates. These are the only nonpartisan ratings given in the King County area. So how can you participate? We'd like for you to volunteer to serve on the Candidate Evaluation Committee. Come meet the candidates and help us rate them. You can also join the Municipal League of King County to show your support of this nonpartisan ratings process. And you can also use the